So, Capricorn, this one is for you. Hi, this is Tarot Lumination with the new Singles Mini Love and Relationship playlist. That's you, Capricorn. It's mid-September 2017. We've kind of laid it all out here so we don't have to take a lot of your time explaining everything over and over for each report. So please make the best of it. And we're going to dive right in, okay? Thank you for visiting Tarot Illumination, and don't forget to watch for your sun and moon and rising, okay? And I hope you're handling the eclipses really well and all that new Leo North Node energy. Okay, Capricorn? Let's see what's happening. So, we already shuffled well in advance, but I just do it to the very last second until we're relaxed, and now we're going to cut, and then we're going to go for it, okay? Let's have a look. Let's see what it says here. That's you, okay? That's the other, okay? And here's the relationship, and here's the prospects. Wow, what do you know? We're going to look at the bottom card in just a second. That's like what I think of as weather that's prevailing the whole situation here. And then you can make the best of it, okay? Like we all do with the weather. You have the Eight of Swords here. So if conditions around you in your life, what you perceive as your life around you, feel as though you're kind of in a bit of a maze or a challenging situation where you are having to confront things that really you'd rather not confront, then, you know, welcome to the world of the rest of us too, because we often have similar experiences. Now, the thing is, it's not the end of the world here. It's just an indication that you might be facing a lot of issues and situations and obstacles that are to the point where it's so overwhelming that it's easier, well, not necessarily easier, but the smart thing to do even might be to just not focus too heavily on all of it right now. Maybe just allow yourself to pick off each one at a time, and maybe treat it like a puzzle. You know, like those mazes when you go into like maybe a rose garden, or those places they have in Europe where there's these big tall bushes and you walk inside and it's a maze, and you bump into people walking around doing their own puzzle, trying to figure it all out, and you try to make the best of it, okay? Instead of treating it as a whole pile of issues that need to be addressed, treat it as a maze and a puzzle where you can actually wander through and allow yourself to experience it as a journey that could actually be fun. All right, let's have a look at you. What's going on? So you have all the best of intentions here with the Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn. So I'm happy for you. There's no doubt about it. You're taking the right steps, doing the right thing in the right way for the right reasons and the right purposes. In terms of managing your own energy, the energy that you're radiating right now, the love energy that you're radiating is essentially very practical. It has value and it's useful. Not only to others, but also to yourself. It's like you're deliberately doing yourself a favor here to do literally the best that you can to make the best of your circumstances, okay? And it's very honorable, and, you know, people should be proud of you. Now, in that situation, what could you be attracting? According to the laws of attraction, you know, you're going to get what you put out. So let's actually see what you're, you know, with the combination of the weather and how you're actually conducting yourself, let's see what you actually attract in terms of another. Well, it could be actually kind of good, even though you might be very challenged at the moment, and you might be, let's say, like a work in progress, just figuring things out step by step. It could be that, you know, if someone else was out there, if that could have been another, there could be someone out there who is actually potentially really good for you. They might not be on your radar yet. They might not be on your horizons, but there's potential here. This is how they would be if they were there right now. And, you know, with the singles, we're kind of automatically looking into the future here, what we call the future. But the future is really kind of an extension of the present. So if you see this, the Four of Wands here, as the energy of another person, they would be radiating that energy. Now, it might not be right now because we're doing a singles reading. So the whole point of you being here is to find out what's going on with me, Capricorn, and regarding love and relationship, and coulda, woulda, shoulda, or what if. Well, this is the energy of what if. Now, if the what if is sustainable and you keep doing the work on yourself and you don't take it too personally that all these issues and challenges that are your own and maybe others that are causing, let's say, landmines or obstacles in your life that you'd rather not have to deal with, and instead you just maintain your noble self, then down the road it's possible you could attract someone who's a potentially very good mate, someone who could be really a good mate, a good partner for you, and who would appreciate you and you would appreciate them, and it would be very obvious to others as well. In other words, it would be a relationship that is self-evident in its bounty and its goodness. Okay, let's have a look a little bit further. In other words, let's say, what if this could be so, and this, let's say this is their love energy that they would be radiating. If so, what would be the nature of the relationship? If so, well, it could be actually very passionate if it was to come into fruition. And if someone like this did show up for you, Capricorn, it might allow you to really express yourself and open up in ways that you've never done before. And that could be very, very healing. That could be very exciting. It could be to the excitement to the point of like, oh my gosh, oh wow, oh wow, this is like what I wanted. Now it's almost like what I wished for. Now, you know, we're talking again singles of the future. This is just prospects. This is what if, but this is what has the potential to manifest given how you are radiating right now. So that's actually really, really encouraging. And so, but of course, because it's relationship dynamic, this would be good for them too. It's not just all about you here. This is your reading for you, Capricorn, but we are allowing for the energy of another. Okay, now let's have a look. What would the prospects be if something like this did manifest, or if so and so did show up and you made a deliberate decision to be willing, let's say, to go into the maze together, confront things, and, you know, combine resources and the best of yourself with them and the best of themselves with you, and actually make something out of it to the point where you've got a potentially exciting relationship dynamic coming down the road. Where, you know, what would be the prospects? Let's have a look. Okay, well, with the King of Cups here in the prospects, it could be a golden opportunity for you to, this is not a, you know, it's not a couples reading. This is your relationship singles reading for you, Capricorn. So this is really all about you. And this is all like what if kind of energy. But let's just say, what if this kind of relationship dynamic does unfold down the road for you? It could be very fulfilling in such a way that in some ways there could be a lot of emotional challenges here. In other words, you'll end up diving in on the deep end because it might be really good and you don't want to miss out on that. And you think, you know what, I'm just going to go for it because it's exciting, it has potential, and it allows you to feel inspired enough to think, you know what, this is exactly what I needed. This is going to be an amazing opportunity for me, Capricorn, to systematically, methodically, graciously, comfortably, joyfully rise into mastery myself and provide a platform and an opportunity and a situation for this other significant party to do the same, where both parties could, where the relationship itself becomes a very dynamic environment or a crucible in which both parties could retain, or, well, let's not say retain, but come to a higher level of sovereignty and of self that they've never attained before, either yourself on your own or themselves on their own. But only in the context of this relationship would you have this potential to occur. So that's very, to me, this is kind of exciting for you. It doesn't mean necessarily it's going to happen, because this is all what if. But let's just say, what if? Then this could be, you know, what would be the prospects? This could be really, really good for you, Capricorn. And, you know, as a side effect, really good for the other party too. Both parties rising into higher levels of sovereignty of selves for yourself and each other. So it's a very, what I would think of as a very mutually beneficial type of relationship, potential dynamic here. So in other words, keep doing what you're doing, Capricorn. And who knows, maybe this kind of thing will start showing up for you in increments, little tiny steps. The more and more and more you pick off all these issues here and go through the maze and allow yourself to treat it as a fun experience as opposed to an awful challenge, then this has the potential to be rewarding, very rewarding for you. Okay, Capricorn? So all the best. I hope you get something out of this. Please watch for your sun, moon, and rising. That's what we do. So thank you so much, and see you again soon. Bye bye.